Good afternoon, Westland residents. My name is Carol Medell, and I am the former president of the Board of Education in Westland, Michigan. As my term as president and trustee comes to an end, I would like to persuade the voters as to why I should be reelected. I will start by telling a little bit about myself and my general duties. I don't think of myself as having any sort of power over anybody. I am the team leader of 7 other trustees, and I treat every single one of them the same, like they are equals, including myself. I'm a firm believer of equality. I am not a control freak, and I make sure the workload is evenly spread out per trustee. I make sure everybody is heard, and I make sure everybody has a voice when it comes to issues the community is facing. Before my term began as president, I was a teacher for the Wayne Westland Community School District. There's a huge difference between the schools now and the schools 10 years ago. We all know that. This brings me to my main area of concern, which is money. And by money, I mean money for the schools and money for the community. Now, money for the community, let me specify, there have been buildings that have been abandoned, standing for 20 plus years now. And we all know when these buildings are left unoccupied, there's no taxable income. And when there's no tax money, the schools lose money. Financing does not come to us like it did 10 years ago. We cannot go into the community's backyard and dig up mason jars anymore. That money was long gone. That money was gone years ago. We have abandoned buildings, like I said, and when these buildings are not occupied, nobody has to pay taxes, and again, the schools receive less money. We need these buildings to be torn down so other businesses could possibly come in there and generate taxes, taxable income, so the schools can receive more money. But how do we tear these buildings down? We have no money. The grants that we have been offered are gone. After Plan A has expired, which is the grants, we have to think of a Plan B and worst case scenario of Plan C. Now, I've been in office since July 2011, and the funding for the schools has been about the same, if not worse. We have had to close many schools in the community to try to budget money better, but the schools that remained open are still struggling. If elected back in as the president of Board of Education, I will continue to work on this issue like I have been for the past 3 years. And I have a team of trustees that are backing me that are working on this issue as well. I meet with state representatives monthly, and I don't necessarily meet with them to beg them for money. I simply meet with them to remind them of the financial need the community and the schools are facing. Our children, as we know, are our future. If voted back in, I will make sure and do everything I can to do to help these schools. Again, my name is Carol Medell, former president of the Board of Education, and it was nice talking to you, and thank you for listening to me.